lovely.
Hi.
Welcome to America's Got Talent. How are you?
A little bit nervous.
That's okay to be nervous. It's totally understandable. What's your name?
Courtney.
And how old are you?
13.
13. What's your favourite subject in school?
Music.
Have you ever seen someone step onto a stage looking nervous, only to transform into an absolute powerhouse the moment the music starts? How does a quiet girl from a small English town end up shocking the world with her electrifying performances? And what happened after her viral moment on America's Got Talent? This is the story of Courtney Hadwin, who went from being painfully shy to a rock-inspired sensation. Courtney Hadwin grew up in Hartlepool, a quiet town in England. She wasn't the type of child to seek attention. In fact, she struggled with extreme shyness. But at home, she would sing along to her favorite songs with a voice so powerful and raw that it shocked her parents. At just 10 years old, Courtney performed in a school talent show. That performance sparked something life-changing. She started performing at local festivals, open mic nights, and competitions. She studied legends like Janis Joplin, Etta James, and James Brown. By the time she was 12, Courtney had built a name for herself in the local music scene. In 2017, Courtney took a massive leap by auditioning for The Voice Kids UK. When she belted out Nutbush City Limits by Tina Turner, the judges and audience were blown away. Danny Jones quickly chose her for his team, recognizing her potential instantly. She made it far in the competition, proving she had something truly special. But The Voice Kids was just the beginning. The real game changer came in 2018 when Courtney stepped onto the stage of America's Got Talent. She looked like any other nervous contestant, small, shy, gripping the microphone tightly. The judges, including Simon Cowell, Howie Mandel, Heidi Klum, and Mel B, were kind but skeptical. They had seen plenty of hopeful young singers before. But then, the music started. Courtney launched into a fiery, soul-packed performance of Hard to Handle by Otis Redding. The transformation was jaw-dropping. Gone was the timid girl from Hartlepool. In her place was a force of nature, a performer straight out of a 1970s rock concert. The audience was on their feet in seconds. Before the final note even faded, Howie Mandel slammed the golden buzzer. Backstage, her family was in tears, overwhelmed by what had just happened. Howie rushed onto the stage, comparing her to the legendary Janis Joplin and declaring that she was a star. But could she keep up the momentum? Could a small-town girl really become the next big rock star? Courtney went on to deliver one electrifying performance after another, taking on Papa's Got a Brand New Bag by James Brown and River Deep, Mountain High by Tina Turner. By the time she reached the finals, she was one of the most talked-about contestants of the season. For her final performance, she chose Piece of My Heart by Janis Joplin, as the comparisons had followed her from the start. It was passionate, raw, and powerful. But when the winner was announced, it wasn't Courtney, it was Shin Lim. Some fans were outraged, believing she had been robbed of victory. But Courtney had already won something more, a record deal with Psycho Music and Arista Records. Even Simon Cowell saw her potential, believing she had what it took to become a legend. But the music industry isn't easy. Instead of rushing into an album, she released the cover sessions in 2019, showcasing her voice in a studio setting. But then, just as she was gaining momentum, everything came to a halt. The pandemic hit. Tours were canceled. Studio sessions were postponed. And then came another shock. Courtney parted ways with her record label. In 2023, after years of reinvention, Courtney made her long-awaited return with original music. Songs like Breakable, That Girl Don't Live Here, and Monsters showed a new side. Monsters even climbed to number 19 on Billboard's Hard Rock Digital Song Sales chart. By 2024, she was back in the spotlight, performing at the New York Pop's 41st birthday gala, an event honoring music industry legend Clive Davis. As of January 2025, Courtney's net worth is estimated to be around $3 million, a testament to her talent and hard work. Courtney has proven time and time again that she's a true artist, carving out her own space in an industry that often tries to mold young talent into something marketable. But will the world finally recognize her as more than just the girl from AGT? Can she break free from the comparisons and establish her own legacy? Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.